Hi, and welcome to Divine Destiny with Debbie. Today we're reading for August 29th, 30th, 31st, and September 1st, Monday through Thursday. Now, this is just the introduction. If you're new to the channel and you want to bypass the introduction, just go down to the timestamp. I try to put that on every description, and you can bypass and go directly to whatever sign it is you want to hear about. Anyway, I will be using my Radley Valentine decks. I will use my Archangel Power Tarot cards for the main reading. I will pull one from my Guardian Angel cards. I will pull one from my Emily Anderson Crystal deck. And I have started to incorporate Inspirational Wisdom from Angels and Fairies by Frances Monroe, and artwork by Judy Mastrangelo. Okay, so I will be pulling one of that. Now, I am also, for the introduction, will be using my Waite Rider deck and my Colette Baron Read the Good Tarot. I have prayed, I have meditated, I have infused all the decks with Reiki energy. But remember, this and these are general readings, so take what you like, leave the rest. Have some fun with it too. I am an intuitive channeler. I open myself to higher power, God, Holy Spirit, and whatever the message is, the message is. Okay, now let's just go through. Not a whole lot happening. It was interesting that, I do post the Schumann resonance, and it was interesting that not today, which is Friday, but a couple of days, yes, I think Thursday and Wednesday, there was a total blackout. There was nothing posted with the Schumann resonance. I don't know why that is. It wasn't even that it was just a calm moment. It was just nothing. So interesting. They are posting again. And because I do go directly to the live site. And now there is a little bit of streaking of the white, meaning that there is some solar energies moving on with us. We will see what we will see. The 28th through the 1st actually looks like there's some interesting energies, but it looks like it's going to be fairly decent. August 28th, Venus which is in Leo, is opposing Saturn in retrograde, which is in Aquarius. The 1st of September, we have Mercury, 6 degrees Libra, trining with Mars, 6 degrees Gemini. That'll be interesting because we have these two energies that are in these air signs. So air is swords. Sword energy is making plans, thinking things through. It's also hearing news. So Mars, god of war. Mercury is, basically communications and electronics. So it's the things that go on in the air. So now again on the 1st, we have Mars, again in Gemini, sextiling with Jupiter, which is retrograde in Aries. Aries is our fire energy. It is our Leo, Sagittarius, and Aries. It is passionate, burning, very determined. But when it sextiles with each other, those are actually good energies. It's not necessarily very forceful energy, but they're not really trying to create mischief. September 1st, again, we have Mercury again opposing Jupiter. So that's going to be interesting in itself. And remember, so Mercury in Libra opposing Jupiter, which is retrograde again in Aries. Now, we do have our planets that are retrograde. We have Neptune, which is in Pisces. Again, water energy. Pisces is Cancer, and Scorpio also water, I should say. Fluid, emotional. Neptune has been in Pisces for quite a while, but it has been retrograde also. Dreamy energies, dreams possibly that could come true. We also have, Neptune, we have Jupiter retrograde in Aries, which is very good and positive energy, and that Aries is very fiery energy. We also have Uranus, which is in Taurus, again, retrograde, earth energy, Taurus, Capricorn, Virgo, money, job, career, something to do with your home. It's like whatever it is, it comes down to the reality of life. Pluto in Capricorn and Saturn in Aquarius. So we actually have all energies have something going retrograde. The earth energy is a little bit heavier with Pluto and with Taurus, and they've been they've been in these signs for a little bit of time. Pluto since 2008, and that goes forward, backward, and Uranus since, I think, 2018. And again, that goes backwards too. So watch the community page. I do post things on the community page, also Facebook and Instagram, if I think anything is of interest. Okay, so with that, it's just, there's just so much happening. We just don't even know what it is all about. We're going day by day. But remember, whatever's going on in the world, we still have to live our individual lives. We still need to make sure that we keep our vibrations high. The higher we keep our vibrations, the higher we attract high vibrations also. So let's see what we have going on. What do we want to say? Cards, Holy Spirit, higher power. What's going on in this world, especially for August 29th through September 1st, Monday through Thursday? What do we have? Oh, okay. So we got some cards that have fallen. Let's see. Only 2. Interesting. I thought that there was actually more. So let's see. So whatever it is going to go fast. It's an interesting energy because the Chariot is major arcana. It is universal energy. It is a number 7. Remember, numbers have really strong meanings too. 7 is a divine number, divine protection, divine umbrella energy. So we have the Chariot. The Chariot is, to me, it's whatever's going to be going on, it's going to be fast moving. And we won't have the control we think we have over it, okay? So it's kind of like one of those times that you let go and let God and just hope that, hope, pray, meditate, whatever, put it up there and say, take the wheel, because, and please, I will always say this, whenever I give that type of control over, and, because remember, we do have free will here, we do have choices here, as much as we can do as long, with everybody else's choices. But, I always ask for mercy and grace, okay? Because sometimes things can get rough, but with the Chariot, it's basically saying things aren't necessarily in our control, so be aware of it, and it will give you some peace also. The other thing about this, the Chariot is about winning, is about promotion, is about a positive energy with whatever's going on. It is something that tends to work for our favor, even if we don't necessarily see it as our favor. The Chariot also is kind of, the race can be hard, the race can be long, but it does work out for us in the end. Sometimes we just don't see it that way. So anything else with this card? No. I mean, we have the black, the white, so we have the opposing with the white, anyway, we have the black and the white here. He does, if you notice, he does not hold on to the reins. He does hold on to his scepter or his spear or whatever that is. So let's see what we've got next. This is, again, reversed energies do have some strong energy also. They actually have a little stronger energy to me. The Queen of Swords. Court cards have dual energies. The Queen's underlying energy is water, Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio, as I talked about. So fluid and emotional, caring energy, loving energy. But this is that sword energy, Aquarius, Gemini, and Libra. Oh, and I forgot to even say, Libra will be going, Mercury will be going retrograde, which is in Libra right now, on the 10th of September. So we have entered the shadow of Mercury retrograde. Always interesting, and it's especially for my Libras, and especially since it's in Libra. People from your past returning. A lot of times we are coming closer and closer to a thinning veil between this world and that world. And so we could have more people on that other side. We could have some very, extraterrestrial, we'll put that out there. We could have some metaphysical energies and visitations at the same time. A lot of times when Mercury goes retrograde, it does have a lot to do with, to me, my opinion, what I have seen, it has a lot to do with balancing of karma. So the Queen of Swords, There's this queen energy. There's this ruling energy. I'm kind of, I'm really getting the queen energy very, very strongly here. So, think of whatever the queen represents to you. But the queen, oh, and also there's, I don't know, is she welcoming? Is she saying, come here, I got my sword for you? I don't know. The Queen of Swords is very objective. Also tries to see things very clearly. Tries to see, tries to, just do what needs to be done, and kind of tapers or pushes down the emotional side of the water. Okay, so let's see what we have here. So we have that Queen of Swords going on. Now let's see what we have here. We have the Lovers. So this is a 6. This is the number of man. It is the energies we put into it. It is the Lovers card. It is, again, major arcana. So we have these 2 major arcanas between us. This, like I said, this is a very positive. Things will be working out. It doesn't necessarily mean that that the journey will be smooth, but it will mean that things will work out for the best. That Queen energy is really pushing through. The Sword energy, and again, the Queen of Swords can be a little bit on the colder side because she has to be so logical. She has to think things through. But then we have that Lovers card, which is, again, the Lovers card kind of gives me a dual energy with this. Sometimes it's very positive. If this was a Lovers reading and I got the Lovers card, I'd be like, wow, this is positive. But in this general one, there could be some, some problems with relationships. Whatever this is, it could, and especially with Mercury in that shadow kind of thing, there could be some relationship issues. There could be some communication issues going on at the same time. So we're going to kind of put the Lovers energy aside, or just kind of, let's just be aware of this. Sometimes the Lovers energy also brings about reconciliation, and it also brings about some good health. Now we do have the this divine angel, and the divine angel is doing a covering. It is maybe possibly the blessing. Not quite sure what I like about, the red wings are kind of doing some covering too. Not quite sure, because that's a very bold and very, I'm going to say assertive type of covering here with this. The man is looking at the woman is looking up. We have some interesting backgrounds. We have the serpent in the background on the fruit tree, and then we have little fire dragon or fire tongues on this with the man. So not quite sure where we're at, except that I would say that there could be some relationship, I don't know if it's going to be issues or just relationships clearing of the energy. So when that happens, and especially with this Mercury thing, so just be prepared to have a little bit of confrontations or a little assertive energy with relationship. But I told you in the beginning that, the 20, September 1st they didn't have really any bad energy, or I shouldn't say bad, any really aggressive energy for that weekend or for that week. So let's see what we have going on here. The Queen is really pulling me. So the Queen is really pulling me. No, don't know why. But again, to the Chariot, hey, nothing we can control. We can't really control it. Raise your vibrations, give it to higher power, God, whoever that is to you. The Lovers, again, not quite feeling total peace and harmony with the Lovers. Kind of feeling a little bit more of that assertive or aggressive energy with the Lovers. So there could be that aggressive energy with relationships. Okay. Again, this is more of a universal type of energy here. But we were not going to have, and I don't know why she keeps calling to me. We will see what we will see. Okay, let's go on here. And, also too, my computer has upgraded, I think I've just done the 3rd upgrade. So hopefully the sound is there. Anyway, let's see what we've got. The Empress. The Empress. So we've got 3 major arcana with this. So I love the Empress. You know that, especially with Mercury retrograde, she does help to put things in place and in order. And so we have that 3. 3 is creativity. It is celebration. Also, there is the power of 3. So say something, do something. We are in the waxing part of the moon, so it is a good time to be requesting things. The Empress has a little bit of a chaotic energy, but everything is works out for the best with the Empress. I feel like the Empress has the feminine divine energy, so you might want to call that you might want to call that Gaia, or you might want to call that Holy Spirit, whatever your belief system is. The Empress wants to provide for us, and so there is provision. The thing is, we have to, again, make those choices. Do we accept this or do we not? Because, again, we can accept. But again, we do have a little bit of a chaotic energy, because it's like she has so many gifts and so many, like, okay, this good? No? Okay, how about this? Well, you know what? I've got this. It's not the best for you, but maybe it's not the worst for you either. So there is this energy that's trying to provide, but we have to say, yes, this is what we want. And again, Mercury retrograde, whenever I see my Empress, trying to create peace, harmony, balance, again, we have to be the ones to say, okay, we'll try it your way, which is giving up a lot of our control, which we don't necessarily want to do. So interesting stuff. I don't know, that Queen is pulling at me. We'll find out why. Let me know what you're thinking about this, just because I love to hear your views. Read the cards with me. But anyway, we will be starting our videos, but take a moment to like, share, subscribe, click on the bell for notifications. You help keep me here. But why don't we, like I said, I will bypass this. I will give you the timestamp, but why don't we start our videos now? Hello, my Leos. Okay, this week is going to be very interesting for you. You're going to be very bold energy here. You're going to go really, just kind of like a little cray-cray energy, where you're just like, no, this has to be done. It has to be done this way. At the same time, you need to really breathe through this. Okay, breathe through this, and you need to stay calm, whatever may happen. Whatever may happen, because people are going to be looking to you as a leader, and people are going to be looking to you to help whatever the situation is. So stay calm. Stay calm this week. And it's interesting, because it's one of those things that's kind of like, you may want to fall apart. You're not going to be able to do that. Okay, who's that for? I don't know, but somebody, it's, we call those, that I'm, my previous profession, even though I'm still licensed, that I am a registered nurse. And, a lot of times you have to be a delayed reactor. You have to handle whatever needs to be handled. And then later on, once it's over and everybody else has calmed down again, that's when you want to just kind of go, oh, but you're not able to. So breathe, and you're going to have to be the guide. You're going to have to be the leader. Whew, that was a lot for someone out there. Let me know if this message gets delivered or who it gets delivered to. Anyway, let's see what we have here. And maybe the cards, maybe higher power has a different message. So let's see what it's all about. Okay, reversed. First card is the 9 of Gabriel. So you have a 9. 9 is let's wrap it up. You've got everything you need. Gabriel is fire energy. It is your energy. It is Aries energy. It is Sagittarius. Yours and Aries. You have Venus in Leo right now. And, what did I say? Something it was opposing. Was it Saturn in Aquarius? I think it was opposing that, towards the 29th or so. That was in the introduction. I can't remember anymore. So, Venus in Leo is emboldened to take care in both. And, even though they're not necessarily together, Venus wants to take care of what she wants to take care of, right? Leo is very, very protective of what Leo wants to protect. So you have Venus in Leo, and it's opposing Saturn in Aquarius. Yeah, you've got some major stand up and be counted energy right there. Okay, so anyway, the 9 of Gabriel is stay determined and move forward. Be prepared for any possibility. Environmental activism. Your next card the 4 of Gabriel. Well, I love this one because 4 has stability, has organization, it has leadership. But in Gabriel, again, fire energy, this is all about weddings, and this is all about taking that next step. This is about, this is a celebration for the fire energies here. This, but again, so there is this celebratory type of thing. I know it's not a 3, but there is a celebratory type of energy that actually is very stabilizing for whatever happens. So whatever you're going against, whatever you are staying determined about, it does have the energies are good, are there for a good outcome. Okay? So, time for a celebration, abundant rewards for hard work, release yourself from burdensome situations. And then your last card here, reversed, the 7 of Raphael. So 7 is a divine umbrella, divine number. It is divine interference. Sometimes it's divine intervention. Raphael is that water energy. Cancer, Pisces, and Scorpio. Neptune is retro in Pisces right now. So there's dreams, there's wants, there's choices here too. And this is one of those times that there's lots of different types of opportunities out there. So the cards are kind of, except for this 9 of Gabriel, where I'm saying, you have to, you're going to have to stand firm. You're not going to be able to, you're not going to be able to be the emotional wreck. You have to stay strong. But because you stay strong, because you do, the energies are such, because you stay strong, because you do what is needed, because you take that leadership role, you really have not only a good outcome, but you also, because of this, things happen, things open up for you. If you would have shut down, if you would have just said, well, I can't do this anymore, then your opportunities would have shut down with you. So this is very interesting energies for you. Anyway, time to make a decision. Be clear on what you want and take action. A need for detoxification. That's what, like I said, a delayed reactor. So sometimes you need to kind of get rid of all of that stressors. And so not bad, actually, not a bad reading compared to what I'm like, wow, what is this all about with this? Why, what is it that what's going on with my Leos here? But because you stand strong, because you don't lose your cool, because you even though inside of you might be like, you idiot, you might really kind of want to say, do you not see yourself? But because you don't do that, it really works out, and it also gives you different opportunities. But with that 7 of Raphael, because that's the 7 of Cups where you have all these choices, some are good choices, some are bad choices, but with this, it is a movement energy. It is one that says you've got, you have to make a choice. But it also, with that detoxification, that's an interesting thing. That's very interesting, my Leos. I've been trying to do a lot of energy clearing myself. So let's see what guardian angels have to say for my Leos here. Here we go. Inner strength. So now we have an 11. Now the interesting thing with this card, Radley Valentine, and I don't know why they did this, but they took the strength card and the justice card. So strength in traditional is 8, and justice is the 11. So, justice is about, there is a right and wrong. Justice is blind, doing the right thing. But also, there's also looking for the motivation. Did you steal the loaf of bread because you had to feed children? Or did you steal the loaf of bread because you were just darn hungry yourself? Feeding children gives it a different slant to it. But anyway, 11, we have an 11, so 1, new beginnings. 10 is a transition plus the new beginning. And then we have 1 and 1 becomes a 2, which is all about decisions. And we were talking about time to make a decision. So, but it's also coupling energy. This one is inner strength. This is doing the right thing for the right reasons. There's also, doing it because, again, like I said, it's the right reason to do something. Here we go. You have great courage and kindness. You may not realize how strong and powerful you are, but there's no problem you can't solve. The compassion you so freely give to others must also be given to yourself. Stand strong in your convictions if the right answer to tell someone is no. Wow, that's interesting, isn't it? Tell me, my Leos, let me know who this might be, because it's pretty. There's a lot of what I was saying is right there in those cards too. Except there is, because you stay calm, it opens doors, but it also, it's all a good outcome. It's a good outcome. You do the right thing for the right reason. Anyway, let's try the inspirational wisdom of angels and fairies. Here we go. Here we go. Here we go. Okay, this one is reversed. Celestial angels. Oh, I've not seen this one. Oh, excuse me, my nose is running. I was coughing before I started you. There are angels all around you, yet you still feel alone. Let them guide you to a place of peace. Interesting with that one. Celestial angels. There are angels all around you, yet you still feel alone. Well, sometimes because it's all on your shoulders. Let them guide you to a place of peace. So really give them some of the stuff that's on your shoulders. Anyway, let's see, my Leos, what crystal or energy would be helpful for you? Let's see what we've got here. Here we go. Here we go. Reversed. Moldavite. Oh, I keep this in my wallet. I'm going to have to pull it out. It is an expensive little stone, though. Healing, protection, telepathy, connection. I do love it. There's a lot of energy with Moldavite. And there's more to it than just what these cards say. Anyway, my Leos, oh my goodness, let me comment. Let me know who this resonated with. And also, take a moment to like, share, subscribe, click on that bell for notifications. As always, though, my Leos, know that you are loved, stay shining, and be blessed. Bye-bye.